Dennis, a win's a win. You've got 3 points on the board, but it was hard work in the second half.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was excellent first half. I don't know what you thought, but I thought, you know, the passing was slick. We created chance after chance. We conceded an early goal, and then it was just all us. You know, in fact, we started the game brightly, and then we conceded a sloppy goal. But it was all us. You know, we had chance after chance in the first half, and rightly got ourselves 2-1 in front from 2 penalties and 2 sendings off. So at half time, now we want to try and in the first 20 minutes is try and get as many goals as we can, but make sure you don't lose the game, because anything can happen in football. I think Alfred were down to 8 men and equalised late on last week, so they've got to be wary of that. You can't just go gung-ho forward, but we just wasn't patient. And you know, there's not many times you play against 9 men. It's not something you work on in training week after week, because you don't often play against 9 men. Last year I don't think we played against 9 men at all. So they've just got to be patient, and the decision making's got to be different, and they just didn't move the ball quick enough. We didn't you know, get crosses in from when we got it out wide. We just kept coming back and then going across to the middle of the park. And we've just done everything wrong in the second half with a team that sat in. So if they'd have stayed with 11 players, it'd have made it a little bit easier for us. But going down to 9, they've sat in, and it was just frustrating.
You did well first half, and your 2 wingers were at the forefront of everything. You did well.
Yeah, you know, we've done great. You know, the 2 wingers, the fullbacks were joining in. We were stretching them. We was getting crosses in the box. Like I said, you know, it was like, when are we going to score here? We was having chance after chance. But you know, I don't getting booed off at the end. You know, we've won the football match, and it's been hard second half against 9 men because they've sat in. But it's different if we've conceded a goal. But we haven't done. We've got the 3 points, and you know, the players are disappointed in there as well. You know, with what's being said as they're coming off the pitch. You know, it hurts them as well, because they're trying, but it's not every day you come against 9 players, and they just got to be a bit more patient. So it's difficult. I'm not saying it's difficult to play against 9. We haven't lost the football match. We've held the result. You know, not being held as in, you know, we've done well to hang on to it. I mean, we've made sure we've got 3 points. Our keeper had a thing to do. We've camped in there after 90 minutes pretty much in both halves, but first half we created plenty of opportunities and looked dangerous, and second half against 9 men it was disappointed that we didn't move the ball quicker and being more patient. We just forced things in, kept playing the same ball in behind them, and it was easy for them. So we just needed to be a bit brighter against 9 men, and we didn't do it. So at 2-1, always anything can happen.
The downside presumably was losing Pidge to a red card, 2 bookings in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, last minute, yeah, it's frustrating again, but you know, we've given the ball away, and we've got ourselves stretched last 5 minutes. You know, obviously they come out second half, and they're just there to keep the scoreline down. And when they've gone 40 minutes and we haven't scored, last 5 minutes they've stuck the centre half up front, who's a centre forward playing at centre half because they didn't have any defenders on the bench. Now they've got 2 up front. Now the fullbacks have to stay in, because you can't go 2 against 2. But the fullback's high up the pitch, the ball breaks down. They've transferred it, and Pidge, you know, has to make sure the player can't get away from him. So unfortunately he's already on a yellow, so in a sense you're taking one for the team, but it's just sloppy, you know. So now we're losing Pidge for a game when they're down to 9 men, and you know, it's just giving the ball away when it's unnecessary. So the second half was really disappointing, frustrating for me. I know it's frustrating for the fans, but you know, it's a Boer team off that's generally given everything, but just run out of ideas against 9 men. It's not often you play against 9 men, so just a bit frustrating that for me and the players that we've got 3 points and we've been booed off.
Brackley away on Tuesday night. Do you hope to have Zach Mills or Ken Felix back, or too soon?
Certainly not Zach Mills. Kane, I haven't spoken to Kate yet to see the full impact of his injury, but I don't think it's as serious as what we think. But in saying that, the 2 boys out wide done well today, so you know, they've got an opportunity at the moment, and if they take it, then you know, Kane's got to try and get himself back in the team.